But I'm not sure. I got a feeling like Ferry maybe is gonna throw in a weird map or something. Maybe ban something unexpected. But yeah, let's get into this match. So yeah, we have Kalvin, Blasterz, Skandear, and Ferry. Round 2 in their winners bracket. The level is starting to get ramped up here, because we have quite some really good names here. Only 2 players gonna make it through. And Kalvin is banning Pyramid of Al Gabir. Blasterz has the second ban here. Banning Minerva B. Okay. And Skandear banning Heap of Despair. Ferry with the last ban. What is he gonna ban actually? He is banning Hex. Alright, so we have actually Fortune of the Dawn. Pretty rare map. But then we have Layali, very common, as well as Anoyo Konoyo. So yeah, cool. Can you throw the tissue box? Yes, I got you. There you go. Alright, cool. Yeah, I hope to see Fortune actually at the start. Though Astro made a comment yesterday. Yo, we have Yebo with the Prime sub. Thank you very much. Let's go, dude. She be watching Titanic. What? You're welcome, dude. Hey, thanks, dude. Ferry, I know you will rewatch the VOD later, so I want to say fuck you for the Hex ban. Exactly. Oh man, it's actually rigged. So yeah, yesterday, during the cast, I was talking with Astro about that Anoyo seems to always be the first map in the rotation, and it's supposed to be shuffled. Like the order of the maps are supposed to be randomized. But Anoyo seems to always be the first map for some reason. Need more than a tissue box if I'm watching the Titanic. Alright, so these players are gonna get 1 warm-up per map. So yeah, very interesting to see if Skandear can keep up with the pace from Ferry. You know, Skandear can be both very fast and scarily consistent as well. But yeah, we all know Ferry, he's the world record holder on every single map in this competition. So yeah, no need to give him more introduction. And then we have Blasterz, who is, you know, a very solid driver, I would say. Still in the winner's bracket. He, what was his previous match again? So he drove, it was pretty close that he made it, I think. If I recall correctly. And we have Kalvin, who I think quite equally matched with Blasterz. So we're gonna see if they can hold their nerves against these two titans. Skandear definitely keeping up with Ferry right now in the warm-up. Ah yeah, it was more Fizzerp and Skinny with Blasterz. Yeah, exactly. I predicted that Fizzerp would win over Blasterz, but he yeah, he was looking pretty strong there. Yo, welcome Super Noob. Thanks for adminning this match here. Look at that. Pretty close fight actually in this warm-up. I predicted that Blasterz would win over Morpio. That is A Pega prediction. Yeah, it definitely will be a fun match, I think. I'm just wondering if Skandear is gonna keep up with Ferry here. Because, you know... Oh, Ferry making a mistake in the warm-up. Better make those in the warm-up than the actual match. But Skandear, I wonder what time he's gonna clock in. I think his PB on this server at least was a 13. So this actually might be a PB for him. Dude, look at that. He's gonna get a 12. Damn. Driving his PB in the warm-up, man. What the fuck? The question is he gonna do that again? Will he do that again? If he can drive 12s, you know, Ferry is gonna have a pretty tough battle here. So yeah, let's find out. Let's get into the first round of this match. We have Skandear, Kalvin, Blasterz, and Ferry. But Ferry making a slight mistake on the wall there. He's gonna lose on a little bit of time here. Oh, but Skandear also sliding out there a little bit. But wait, what? Skandear, I think he did the sheeps. He did the sheeps and he respawned too early. Because he definitely made that checkpoint, but man, that is not how you want to start a match here. And we already see Ferry battling for that first place, instantly getting it. Oh man. Very tough. Skandear finds himself, what is it, like... Yeah, 12 seconds behind, actually. Not the best start. And this is gonna be quite an easy round for Ferry, I think. Because Blasterz and Kalvin definitely do not have the pace to keep up with Ferry at all. That's the sad truth. Nothing against these two players because they are fast, but it's just that Ferry is just in his own league here. That's what you get for complimenting Skandear's consistency. Yes, it is the curse. The curse, the caster's curse. True. Oh! Ferry actually making a mistake there. And Blasterz finds himself in first place. To be honest, respawning too early doesn't have anything to do with consistency. Though it still holds. Yeah, I would say so, but it's just a mistake. That can happen. It's actually like such a bad mistake because it feels you feel so dumb when you do that, when you respawn too early. Because it's like you could have just saved it and like lost like less than 0.1 basically. But yeah, let's go Blasterz. Already getting taken over here by Ferry though. But he's definitely still in the battle. Ferry is also capable of making mistakes, as we've seen here before. He is definitely still in it. Skandear did overtake Kalvin though, who is struggling a lot. Definitely won't have anything to do in the battle for first though. Let's take a look. We're entering that last section on the dirt here. Definitely don't want to lose your gears here. Blasterz getting it pretty decently actually. Oh, but then he gets a no slide and he won't make this jump. And that is lights out for him to get that 10-pointer. Oh, he made another mistake. And Skandear also making a mistake. Wow. Blasterz again respawning. We're gonna see Ferry fly out there and he's gonna clock in 3:17. Yeah, definitely not the time I expected. But yeah, we are obviously in a rounds battle where it's just so hard to drive consistent rounds every single time. You just can't expect that. Blasterz smashing into that wood there allows Kalvin to get that third place actually. Yeah, very not the cleanest round from all the players. Bull is saying bad race in the chat. It was definitely a shitfest round. Exactly. Video gaming. Yo, what's up, Pinda Pixel? Welcome, welcome. Alright, second round. Let's hope to get a little bit of a cleaner round. And I think Skandear would have definitely won that round if it wasn't for that first mistake. And he does not make that first mistake, so yeah, let's see. Very close battle right now. Ooh, Blasterz, a bit of a slowdown, but he does make this next section, which is very important here. A bit shaky actually. He does make it. We see these players going for the two-wheel strat in that previous part. Oh, Skandear smashes into the wall and he has to accelerate quite a lot on the uphill there, losing on additional time there. 3.3 seconds behind. He's definitely in this battle still. Oh, Blasterz also hitting the little pillar there. And Skandear is about to go for the overtake here, as he does it. Oh, but Blasterz is right back in it actually, getting the better line. But Skandear gets the better speed here. And we see Ferry is already pulling ahead. Kalvin also not with the best pace over here. Maybe he made a mistake as well. But we can see you can't afford any mistakes because Ferry is just gonna build that lead. But yeah, nice battle actually here from Kalvin and Skandear. Pretty much equal at this checkpoint. See both players not getting a land bug over there. Getting a pretty smooth section into the quarter pipe. Oh, but Skandear gets a scuffed landing. Lands way too far on the right. And if you land too far on the right, you get that little bump in the dirt. Kalvin, not the best line, but he does make that jump. So he's still in it. Going very far to the right. Has to adjust his line a little bit. But yeah, all good. All good. Blasterz though has fallen behind a little bit more, I think. Still not too far off actually, just 3 seconds or 2.5 seconds from Kalvin. And we still see Ferry actually just about 4 seconds in front here. So if he makes a respawn, anything can happen. But Kalvin almost not making that and loses on a little bit more time. A little bit more chances for him to maybe get that second place in this round. I see put the camera on Ferry. Not with the best line there on the dirt, I think. But it's all about this jump. Can you make it? Oh, very scuffed. He has to go for the safe way. He's gonna lose on a little bit more time. And Skandear did make that jump. So let's see. He has more speed in this section. But it might just be too late. I think Ferry knows that he can quite easily save it. And he gets it. Quite nice speed on the exit there. It's gonna clock in a 13. Very nice time from him and a 15 from Skandear. Kalvin gets a 319. So way better round here. Way better round here. Good times being set by all the players. Blasterz falling a little bit behind with a 328.1. So yeah, definitely the quality was way better in this round here. Good race from all the players. It was just that Ferry, he had that lead and he just, yeah, he never lost that lead. He just kept on holding that consistency, allowed him to take the first place. Definitely pretty happy with that 20-pointer here from Ferry. Skandear with 12, Kalvin and Blasterz with 8 and 6 points here. So last round on Aneo already. And now we see Skandear and Ferry battling for that first place here. We see Ferry just driving the perfect line every single time in that section. But Skandear has very nice speed and was actually almost overtaking him. Oh, but he just pushes a little bit too much and loses. Oh, has a bad mistake. Oh, and he's taking time with his respawn as well. And man, just as I was praising Skandear for his consistency in the warm-up, actually PBing, he's now yeah, starting to lose that consistency in the last couple rounds here. And again, Ferry yeah, doesn't have too much pressure against him so far, at least. Yeah, what is Skan doing? He is definitely doesn't have the best start in his match here, even though he's still second, so he does have more points than Kalvin and Blasterz. He's just making pretty big mistakes, big game-changing mistakes in most rounds, and he's definitely the guy to fight for that first place as well. Oh, Blasterz, very scuffed line out of that pipe. Allows Skandear to get third. See if he can also overtake Kalvin. He's not too far off, but it's still about 3 seconds. Good lines here from Skandear. Ooh, very nice. Getting the early nosedive. Allows him to gain even more time. He does not go for the low jump, the release in that water bounce, which can save you a lot of time as well. So yeah, Kalvin seems to be driving pretty consistently. We did see a mistake, or almost saw a mistake from him in the previous round, where he went a bit far to the right there. He is saving it quite a bit, but he makes it pretty decently. But Skandear is closing in. Just 2 seconds. Or less than 2 seconds. Look, it's only a second now. So Skandear is definitely looking to go for the overtake here. Ooh, not the best line here. Wait, let me take a quick look at Ferry. Yeah, he seems to be making it. Oh, Kalvin makes a mistake just as I switch off the camera. So yeah, Skandear is definitely getting that second place. And Blasterz overtaking Kalvin here as well. Let's see, Ferry sets a 3:11.8, insane match time for him. And Skandear is setting that, yeah, not the best time, I would say, 3:21. But Blasterz and Kalvin were not able to capitalize on the lack of pace here from Skandear. So yeah, GG, we have Ferry looking to get that clean sweep right now. We're gonna get into the second map. Yes, Astro, Anoyo was first again. And yo, what's up, Imu? How you doing, man? Nice to see you again in the chat. Yes, we're back on the streaming. We have the RPG Brawl that started 1 week ago, the playoffs, that is. And right now we see the second map of this match. This match is the round 2 winners bracket, so very high level here. And we have the second map, Fortune of the Dawn. And Ferry has been playing this the last couple days as he improved the world record by almost 2 seconds, I think, or like 1.5 seconds, getting a 4:20.1. Blaze it, dude. Definitely a dank time from him. So yeah, the players are getting a quick warm-up on this map. Let me see if Skandear has a record on this server as well. I don't see it actually. But he could have... Ah yeah, here he is with a 4:41, but he does have a... He's also an offline player, so he most likely has played this map quite a bit offline, I would say. But yeah, I'm excited to see this map actually. So yeah, this map is quite different from all the other maps in this pool. It's very much very wide lines, very much about optimizing your lines. Where here we have a pretty annoying newest slide, which these players seem to do very, very consistently, of course, on this level. But yeah, it's definitely one of the easier, if not the easiest map in the pool. But that just makes it hard to... yeah, like, if I would be driving this map, I would find it pretty hard. Like, how fast should I push it? Or should I just focus a little bit more on consistency? Or should I be trying to get, you know, drive good lines here? Or like, push it a little bit? I don't know. Against Ferry, it's always hard to not push it. Ah, okay, so it should be randomized. I mean, there's a chance. What is the probability that Anayo was first in every match that it was played? I can probably calculate the probability. But I think it would not be very high, to be honest. I mean, we have that secret sheet, right? From but it's not finished yet, indeed. Yeah, so it's probably not updated correctly. I took a look at it earlier and didn't have all the data. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have that sometime soon in the future. We have a new stat sheet being created by FlowFlow, which is gonna have all of the juicy stats, which I won't spoil too much. But yeah, something to look forward to, definitely. Oh yeah, guys. You gotta hydrate me, man. I need some water. Can hydrate. The points, yes. Oh, now I have to like chug this whole bottle since I asked. Yeah, the points are 30, 18, 11 and 10. Right. Okay, I'm just gonna take one really big sip for every single one of you guys. Oh man, that's a lot of water. Okay, pretty big sip, but I'll take another one. Ah, thanks guys. Oh yeah, good point, Ferry, with a 422. Insane for rounds. I don't think anyone has ever driven that fast during rounds in this tournament, at least. But yeah, we're gonna get into the first round of Fortune of the Dawn. We see Blasterz making a small mistake on that magnet, losing out on a bit of time, but Kalvin also tapping. I thought it was gonna go for the respawn, but he's still in it. And he does have enough speed for this backflip here. But yeah, we see Kalvin and Blasterz are falling behind, while Ferry and Skandear are battling for that first place here. Right now, Ferry is definitely in a solid lead. Well, I wouldn't say solid lead, but he is in the lead nevertheless. We can just see how fast Ferry is on this part, and Skandear, just a slight mistake. It wasn't a big mistake, it was just a slight mistake with that clip. But he already allows Ferry to shoot up and create quite a bigger lead here. Again, this map is not the hardest. It just does have some tricky sections like this ramp jump. It was pretty hard for me to get that, even in time attack. Skandear also stumbling a little bit. And again, Ferry already with 2 seconds lead here at the start of Fortune of the Dawn. Ferry is going for that the new slide. He gets it. As well as Skandear. Let's take a look at Kalvin. Gets it as well. So yeah, Blasterz and Kalvin are definitely within possibilities of making something happen if anyone in the top respawns. So they should just keep on driving their pace that they're comfortable with. But they won't really have a chance to catch up if the top players don't respawn here. I think it's Ferry playing mandatory. Just give him first place. True. He may still get a DC. Yeah. I mean, maybe Bolla could do something with his internet cable, you know? Make things a little bit more close in this match. Maybe get the scissors out. Nah, please don't do that. Let Ferry do his thing. The thing he is best at. Driving RPG Brawl. And he is building that lead. Skandear, not with the smoothest lines here. I mean, he is driving pretty fast, but he's just making some small errors, I think. And that just allows Ferry to build up that lead, because Ferry is... I don't think he's making any small mistakes either. See Skandear entering that magnet part. Let's see. I wonder, you can probably risk to release a little bit on this this big backflip here to gain a little bit more time. I don't know if players actually tried that. Might be a bit risky. Yeah, we actually see pretty close. I mean, there's no like real battles going on or anything, but we haven't seen big mistakes, maybe apart from Blasterz. But yeah, the disparities aren't too bad, I would say, as some previous matches we've seen on this map. And with that, Ferry gets that, I would say, maybe last hard-ish part of the map with that big jump. He gets it, and he's gonna clock in a pretty sick time here. Let's take a look. In the warm-up, he drove a 22, which is just 2 seconds from his world record. And now he's driving a 24 here, a low 24, which is 4 seconds away. And Skandear also with, I would say, a pretty decent time, and Kalvin as well. And yeah, even Blasterz still in the mix though, so I would say it is pretty, yeah, pretty consistent actually this round. And Kalvin saying in the chat he can't drive faster than that. It's probably on his limit already. He probably drove like a really sick time for his, yeah, you know, for his pace. But yeah, these players at the top are just too fast, man. You can still hope for mistakes from your opponents though. That's pretty much the only thing you can hope for. We see Kalvin actually pretty fast start here. Almost catching up to Ferry, but has to release a slight bit on that turn. Skandear and take a look, Blasterz already falling a little bit behind. Let's put the camera on him though. Give him some action. See if he can make something happen in this lava section, where you have to yeah, I think this lava section is so different from the other part of this map. You have like very technical driving, yeah, very slow drifty driving that you have to do, and it's also just so dark. Like, probably these players have better game settings than me, because I would not be able to see the edges of the blocks. But yeah, Kalvin finds himself still in the mix, but he does slide out a little bit, loses on quite a lot of time, because this is a bit of a snowball section where you drive a pretty long part without too much going on here, so you want to just keep building speed. Super noob saying really highlights the pace difference compared to consistency. This map is not really many mistakes. Exactly, yeah, that's a good point. This map definitely doesn't have too much like big mistakes that can happen, but more like small mistakes in your line, or like that you have to release a little bit more. But like for example this section where Skandear's at, it's just like such a long section where you build speed. And you can't really lose too much time here, except like if you don't make it, it's just like an instant 15-second respawn or even longer. But if you don't make his mistake, you're not gonna lose too much time. Like, there's not really anything else that can happen. Ferry only clean sweep this because it's the easiest 3 maps. Don't think he will regular PB on Heap or Hexa. Yeah, for sure. I would agree with that. So it might be, if you're playing against Ferry, it would definitely be a good choice to not ban Hex or Heap. You definitely want to play the harder maps versus him, because keeping up with him on like Anoyo, Layali, or even Fortune is like near impossible. So maybe 1 or 2 players are able to keep up. Thinking of Morpio, maybe Artis. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. You see Blasterz and Kalvin in the back here. Let's take a quick look at Skandear. 4.7 seconds behind. It's just, yeah, Ferry is just in his own league right now. What can you do? You can't really do anything if you're playing Ferry. It's just, this man is so fast. And it obviously doesn't help that he drove the world record like yesterday. So this map is still pretty fresh in his muscle memory. And it definitely shows. I wonder, he's probably on a really insane time right now actually. Ooh, Blasterz. Slight tap, and that allows Kalvin to take over that lead actually. So we do have a battle. Want to take a look later on the time that Ferry is getting here, but let's follow this battle. Skandear is pretty much in the middle of Ferry and these 2 players. Ooh, Kalvin, not the best line. That was a really bad line from him, but yeah, it's gonna be close. But Ferry makes a mistake actually. So Skandear is actually taking that first place, is he? But look, all these 2. Okay, Skandear gets it, but all these players are so close actually. Oh my god, and Ferry gets last place with that. What the fuck? What an insane ending. And Ferry is not happy with that. Like, just one mistake, one single respawn, even with the pace from Ferry, he gets last. He actually gets last. That is unexpected to say the least. And yeah, that is crazy, because these players, I mean, they were driving their own pace and perfectly consistent as well. And that just allowed, or that just put Ferry to last place actually, instead of like maybe getting 2nd or 3rd. But we do see now Blasterz with a bigger mistake here, so he is fallen behind quite a bit, 10 seconds I would say. So yeah, that just shows never give up, even if you're last or 3rd. Don't give up, just focus on your own pace and consistency, and you know, good things like that will happen. But Kalvin makes a very big mistake. Just as he was getting that next checkpoint, he has to go for the respawn, and that is, yeah, probably like 20 seconds or something. Yeah, I wouldn't say, I mean, the swearing from Ferry is just something that he does, maybe. Like, I personally don't mind it. I don't think it's toxic. I think it's like, maybe it's just like anger at himself that he's letting loose. But yeah, if people have a problem with that, Probably the admins should let him know that he should be careful swearing. Oh. I know what that means. But yeah. Skandear is still in second, but he, yeah, is 4.5 seconds behind Ferry actually. So definitely hard to catch up. Ferry is just in his own league again, every single round. I see. Let's take a quick look at Ferry to see the lines that he is driving right now. He is again nearing that end, building that lead. As well, this part is just so dark on my screen. I'm really sorry if you guys can't see anything. Let's see, where is the rest of the pack? Alright, so we have Kalvin again with that really big mistake. Is still far behind. We have Blasterz, who is just 10 seconds behind and 5 seconds behind Skandear. So again, with a mistake from these two players in the front, he might still be able to get a snipe in. Not with the best line there, loses on additional time. Skandear is still within that 5-second gap here. Ferry landing that flip. Skandear going for it right now. Ooh, lands pretty far actually. Blasterz as well. And Kalvin, he is not even at the flip yet. Probably made another mistake actually. So yeah, camera on Ferry. Can he close this one out this time? I mean, he did make that slight mistake before, but he's still in quite a nice lead in the points. So yeah, nothing to worry about from him, I think, at this point. Maybe he really wanted that clean sweep, but, you know, can't have everything, I guess. And he gets it. And he's gonna set another insane time. 24. He got a 22 before as well, so looking good. And we have a 34 from Skandear. Wait, Kalvin? Ah, he had no time to finish. He was too far behind. I think that's what he meant in the chat there. Ah, yeah, he was asking the finish timeout, I guess. Honestly, they're driving so well, all of them, but it's just so boring to watch because of the skill gaps. I mean, I would say that Skandear is pretty close to Ferry's pace, honestly. Maybe not on the previous map, but on Anio it was definitely pretty close. But yeah, Blasterz and Kalvin are just struggling so much. Like Blasterz and Kalvin are both driving, you know, almost their PBs basically. Like they're driving very consistent, but they're still like 5, even more seconds behind because of the pace difference. And time to hydrate again. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Definitely necessary to hydrate a lot during that cast. So yeah, we have Layali. Ooh, Ferry with a small mistake there. I wonder if Skandear is familiar with the respawn strat at the start. I mean, He did play, right, when the strat was known. So he might have seen it. I wonder if Skandear watches any of the streams, actually. Or maybe he's just lurking. I've never really seen him in the chat, I think. So yeah, we do have to remember we're still in that winner's bracket, so even for Blasterz and Kalvin, they have that, yeah, as they're most likely getting into that lower bracket, you still have some seedings to play for, so even third is getting is better than fourth, obviously, because you have a better seeding going into the next match, which can definitely play a huge factor. As we can maybe look at the sheets. Sorry for the lags. While we're still in warm-up, we can maybe take a look. This one? Yes. So we have this match. What is it? It's match A. So the winner of match A, first place, is going to play against Bolla and Sheeps. And the second place of match C. And the second place for match A is going to play against Morb and Futa. And the winner from match C. And the second place from, yeah, match A. Okay. So, I don't know, actually. I don't know, you might, yeah, I think you're definitely a bit easier off getting to match A because you have Morpio there. But I don't know, Foot is also, yeah, Foot's also very scary. Yeah, match B is definitely the scarier match, but match A is definitely not really too much easier either. Let's take a look at the losers bracket though. So, winner. So the third place is gonna play Morosi and Arrow. And the fourth place is gonna play Astro and Chaos. Yeah, so that's tough. That's definitely much tougher than match A. Astro and Chaos, both pretty decent players. Wouldn't have guessed them to be in the losers bracket, to be honest. If I, yeah. Alright, let's get into it again. Ferry and Skandear are actually last in the warm-up. Wait, or Skandear actually retired? What? A rip? I guess he doesn't fancy a warm-up. Or maybe he did it by accident, I don't know. Where you going, Blasterz? Ooh, Kalvin not getting that start or the finish. Risky Finn. Ah, yeah, we do have the other matches starting as well. Kinda sad I wasn't able to cast that one because the matches are just too close to each other. Would have preferred if the other match was played like 9:30, because then I could have just switched to that other match right after. Yeah, not the best warm-up here being played actually. Wait. Ferry? Oh, he retired. Alright, let's get into it. The last map from the rotation. We have, again, Ferry on 53 points, Skandear on 40 points. Blasterz is on 23 and Kalvin on 19. So definitely Skandear has to make something happen if he wants that first place, if he wants to get a better seeding for the next winner bracket match. Obviously, Ferry is not gonna let loose of the gas pedal here. He definitely wants to show everyone who's boss. Not getting the clean sweep, but still getting like 10 pointers almost all across the board. So yeah, he shouldn't forget. He's still driving insane. Can't clean sweep every match, of course. You see him shoot up to first place already, getting a very fast start here. Skandear is 1 second behind, and we see actually everyone is still within a second almost. So all players getting pretty good starts here actually. Oh, but Kalvin gets a bad exit there and falls back to last place. He hit the staircase there, loses a little bit of time here. Snowballs a little bit as well because this is a section where you just build up speed a lot. Yeah, he's still in it. Ferry still has to make it through this whole map. Cannot make any mistake, or any big mistake at least, because the players will just catch up instantly with this. Only 3 seconds still behind all the between all the players here. Pretty close battle here between these three in the back. You have Skandear, who is leading currently this battle, while Ferry is a little bit further in the lead. As I think I keep repeating myself with Ferry being in the lead here. Ooh, actually very fast line from everyone except Blasterz, who loses a little bit. But yeah, props to everyone getting sick lines in here actually. And Kalvin gets good speed, going for the overtake. We have a tricky section coming up where you need to drift onto the staircase. And Kalvin not getting it the best. Skandear getting it pretty decently. Let's take a look at Blasterz, who probably also got it pretty decently because he's catching up on the pack here. So yeah, pretty competitive round here so far. These players definitely want to get every point that they can grab. And Blasterz makes the first big mistake. Large respawn from him, and he is out of this battle. Kalvin though is still in the fight with Skandear here. Losing out on a little bit of time there. A second behind. Can he make something happen? Or perhaps can Skandear hold this one together? We still have the finish to be played here, where things can happen. We have seen quite a bit of mistakes there. Ooh, Kalvin gets a nice flip there actually. I'm not sure how you get good or bad flips there. If there's like a certain input that you need to do to get a better flip. Oh, but Kalvin going very close to the wall, and he is driving bad lines with that landing. He loses a lot of time. And with that, his chances are slipping away. So yeah, Ferry is nearing this ending. Let's put the camera on him for now. Let's see if he can make it cleanly into the finish. He doesn't need to risk. Is he gonna drive the safe or the risky finish? I think we all know the answer to that question. He is going for the risky finish. And he's gonna clock in a sick time actually. A 4:06 high. Very sick. And Skandear, I think he went for the risky finish as well. Kalvin. Pretty nice times across the board. Skandear also with a 4:10.7. And Kalvin with a 4:16. Sadly, Blasterz was not able to keep up. He had that one mistake, and that just put him way far behind. But yeah, pretty consistent times here being driven. Alright, we have the second round of this map. Layali Al-Sama. Again, let me put the camera actually on Ferry to see how fast he can be at the start here. See him already shoot up to first place. I think it's this part where he just has a sick line that's just better than everyone else. Let's take a look. Yeah, instantly gained 0.2. Looked pretty consistent. All the players though are following closely behind here, so nothing too crazy. Ooh, Skandear, he's actually catching up on Ferry. Kinda looked like it, but wasn't really the case. Take a look at this magnet. So some players actually go to the left there. But I'm not sure if it's actually faster, because you have to respawn anyways above the magnet there on the next checkpoint. Skandear going for like 2 minor drifts there. While Ferry does like a bigger drift. Ooh, Ferry gained about 0.3 there. Has a bit of a superior line there. And he is slowly but steadily building a lead. Every checkpoint getting like 0.1, 0.2 added to his lead here. And Skandear, he wants to grab at least a 10-pointer from him, I'm sure. He is, you can almost feel it in his driving that he just wants to push, he just wants to grab at least one 10-pointer, but it's just so hard to keep up with Ferry. This guy is so fast, even with all the experience that this man has, Skandear. It's just this new guy, Ferry. He's just so fast. What can he do about it? But yeah, Skandear, he's keeping it within a second right now. He does have the slightly worse wallbang there, so now he's gonna be more than a second behind, I think. Ferry just gets such a far jump here. Insane. Take a look quickly at Kalvin, who is still in the mix, as well as Blasterz, who has fallen behind a little bit again. No big mistake though. It's just the pace. It's just the pace, man. You can definitely see Skandear is also just losing a little bit of time. Every checkpoint he's just losing slightly on Ferry. Ferry is just pushing it so hard right now. It's like he's just hunting world records, basically, but he's actually driving a competitive match. Gets a very nice flip there as well. Ooh, but loses a bit on the stairs, but will it matter? I don't think so. Oh, he goes for a very sick yeet strat on the magnet. And that allows him just to get so much speed out of this this exit. But Skandear gets it pretty decently as well, looking at the checkpoint counter. Actually closing the gap very slightly. But yeah, Ferry is again on a sick time. What time will he get this time? Can he make that last jump? He is definitely just looking to get world record times in match here. And he's going for an insane time. Is he gonna get a... Yeah, he's gonna get a 5:18 here. And Skandear gets a 4:08. Which would be a time... Would be a winning time, definitely in most matches. But we see a snipe from Blasterz, actually. And Kalvin is not happy with that snipe, actually. Man, he getting sniped over there. Sick. Blasterz risked it all. And it pays off for him. Kalvin should definitely recollect himself, because he has fallen behind to last place. Oh, and Kalvin not going for the respawn, actually. Doesn't lose you too much, but it is like about 0.2 or 0.4 that you lose every single round. Anoyo was not first on one match. I guess it's not the first map on every match then. Blasterz has made a slight mistake, losing a little bit. Gets sent to last place. And again, we have this like exact same gap, I would say, as the last round, where you see Skandear just slightly behind Ferry. But now he's actually in a closer gap, I would say. Ah, and Kalvin has a bit of lags here. He's saying in the chat that he does... Ah, he's actually retired. Ah, and actually left the server as well. I'm not sure if he's just giving up right now or if he's maybe trying to restart his game. We're gonna find out though. Sad because he did drive pretty consistently so far to this point. He was looking pretty good. Oh, what the fuck was that bug from Skandear? Holy shit. What? That was a wild bug, man. His car just flew to the left. Insane. That's a very rare bug. That's really not supposed to happen on those blocks, man. That is really weird. But yeah, we see luckily Kalvin, who has re-entered the server. Might as well put the camera on Ferry again. See if he can get another insane time in. I'm sure he's looking to do so. You can just see the speed that he gets in every single section. It's just... It's not, if you compare it to the other players, it's just so fast. Oh, he doesn't get the best section here, actually. Blasterz finding himself about 5 seconds behind Ferry right now. This man, he's driving le speed. Going so close to the walls here. He does not care. Ooh, slight inaccuracy in this line. But yeah, right now I'm just nitpicking very small mistakes because there's just not really any mistakes happening. He's driving such a sick pace here. I'm gonna take a close look at this magnet yeet. Yeah, he just yeets. How do you do that? Gets such an insane yeet there out of that magnet. Allows you to get a little bit more extra speed. Ah yeah, thanks for the clip, Mitri. We should definitely take a look at that again. I think there was one other person who had that exact same bug, or it was actually during practice. Because maybe it was Sheeps during practice? Or someone else? Because I do remember someone talking about a bug in that section. But yeah, we see Ferry again getting pretty much the equal time here. And with that, Ferry actually wins the whole match as he was finalist. Ferry wins it, and that is a GG from him. Almost getting the clean sweep, but it was just one single mistake. One single respawn in this whole match. Which is absolutely ridiculous. Insane performance from Ferry. And Skandear. Bit worse time. Oh, he went for the absolute Monka-S finish there. Almost getting it. The bug slide. But yeah, now it's all on Skandear's hands. Can he close it out? Whoa. And welcome Pokemon as well. Welcome dude. How are you doing? How's the life? Alright. We are getting into the second rotation, so no warm-up here. We're instantly getting into it. On Anoyo Konoyo. This guy is so good. Yeah, man. He is ridiculous. He is so fast and consistent. And I can't believe that he's actually mad at himself that he choked one singular respawn in the whole match. But yeah, let's take a look. Skandear is in quite a big of a point lead here, so it's definitely on Blasterz and Kalvin to step up. Kalvin especially finds himself pretty far behind here, more than double the amount of points. So it's gonna be a tough ask, but perhaps he can make something happen to get a 3rd seed over the 4th seed, because that is definitely a difference in match that you have to play difficulty wise. I think it's either you face what was it, Astro and Chaos if you get 4th, or you face Marosi and Arrow if you get 3rd. So yeah, I think you would be definitely you would rather want to get that 3rd seed here for sure. And welcome EkTM. What's up, man? How are you doing? Oh, Blasterz gets almost gets a bug, but he saves it quite nicely. And is still in quite a close battle between Kalvin and Blasterz here. We see Skandear building just a lead instantly in this whole map. He can still make mistakes though. The match has been going quite nicely. We have Ferry already taking the win quite early, almost getting the clean sweep. It was just one single respawn that didn't give him the clean sweep, but still insane performance from him. And we have Skandear, who almost kept up with Ferry, but it was just, yeah, Ferry was just too fast. He was just too fast, and Skandear also did show signs of lacking consistency, I would say. And as I say that, he makes a mistake and instantly gets sent to last place. So camera on him to see if he can make something happen. We do have the scary ending section coming up, so as I say that quite a lot, it is still not over when it's over. Or when it's what? It's not over till it's over. It's not over when it's over. What? Either way, we enter this last dirt section. Skandear, he is definitely gonna push here. He has nothing to lose, and Blasterz already with the first respawn. Skandear is in the 2nd place. Can Kalvin keep it together in this last ending? Oh, it's actually very close. Is Kalvin gonna risk? He is not, but Skandear is risking, and look at the speed he got. It's just a little bit too late here, and Kalvin gets it 1st place. Very close battle here from Skandear, and Blasterz getting 3rd. Stay hydrated. Thank you, man. And yeah, the match is pretty sick. We saw an insane performance from Ferry. He got pretty much almost had the clean sweep. It was just one respawn that he did that didn't allow him to get the respawn. And he drove some insane times on every single map, actually. The mad lad. So yeah, I was actually talking about with you, or about you earlier, Marosi, as we have the 3rd seed in this match is gonna play you actually in the winners bracket match. So either Blasterz or Kalvin, most likely. Skandear already on 62 points. Very stubborn. Yes. My bad. Yeah, we see Skandear building a lead again in this match. Kalvin and Blasterz not with the best start in this particular round. They're still in it. But I'm sure that Skandear just wants to close this one out as soon as possible. With a 10-pointer, he is going to be in finalist the next round. And he can close it out on this map, actually. We still have two more, or one more round after this on this map. And I think Skandear is definitely looking the fastest on Anoyo here. I've been talking a lot, my voice is dying. Chug, chug, chug. Yes. I got the big water bottle. I've actually almost drank a liter in this match. So nearly chugged completely. See though, Skandear has again another big lead here as Blasterz made a couple mistakes. Kalvin also makes a couple mistakes, so not much to comment here. Ooh, more hydration. Thank you for that. Let's go. Now I really gotta chug it. Damn, I gotta chug it. Okay. I have like, I don't know if you can see it. I just have a small bit left. It's done. It's downed. But I don't have any water anymore. What do I do now? Alright, Skandear gets a finalist. Hold on. But we have another water bottle, but it's pink. It's actually the same one, but just in pink. I did steal it, exactly. Nice. Alright, let's get into probably the last round if Skandear can close this one out. He is again building that lead. Yeah, we see just differences in pace from Kalvin and Blasterz compared to Skandear, but he does make quite a big mistake, and that allows Blasterz and Kalvin to shoot up to first and second. So now we're gonna have a pretty interesting match, I think, or battle, as Skandear is fighting from the back, but he's already pretty close. So I think we're gonna see Skandear in pushing mode, in fighting mode against these two players. As he's on finalist, he has nothing to lose. Skandear driving so close to the edge of that circle block there. He's getting very close to Blasterz. He is about to overtake him. Oh, just barely not. Alright, now he's got it. And now his next target is Kalvin, who is just 1.4 seconds in front of him. Let's take a look at the CP timers. He's now 1.3 seconds closer. So let's see Skandear. I don't think he goes for the low jump. He does actually. And he's now 1.1 second behind. So he's getting closer every single checkpoint. He's definitely in fight mode here. And Kalvin must be sweating. Just 0.8 seconds behind. And yeah, cool to see the CP timers getting closer every single checkpoint here. But Skandear rough section, but Kalvin not with the best either. And Skandear is about to go for the overtake. We see some risking lines being taken here from Skandear. Oh, he drives it very nice actually. I've not seen other players drive it like that actually. And it allows Skandear to go up to the first place. Gets that jump. Kalvin does gets it as well. He gets more speed. And we have a sick battle here for first place. Will Skandear close this one out? Or is Kalvin... if Kalvin gets his 10-pointer, it would be... it's just not enough. And Skandear closes it out with a pretty decent time, 3:16. And we have our winners here. So actually, yeah, Blasterz gets that 3rd seed. Ferry gets 1st, Skandear 2nd, Blasterz 3rd, and Kalvin sadly 4th place. But Kalvin did have that one disconnect, I think, so very unfortunate. He could have maybe gotten that 3rd seed if he didn't get that. But yeah, either way, big GG's to all the players.